Let's turn it over to Monica Appleby.
I came to the Appalachian region in 1959 with the Glen Mary Sisters and lived in Big Stone Gap in Wise County and worked in home visiting and doing Bible schools in camps and hollers. And the Glen Mary Sisters, through actually contact with Les Schmidt, and became involved in the Council of Southern Mountains, and I became the rep on the board. The position that Les had, he put my name in. And then I got involved with people who were forming the CORA, the Commission on Religion in Appalachia. And I was among the first people that worked on organizing that ecumenical group. And I was the only woman actually at the meetings in the beginning. I just want to say a word about This Land is Home to Me. It was written by Maureen Linneman, and it was when she was a Glen Mary sister and was an Appalachian volunteer. And the Appalachian volunteers were Vista volunteers in the very, very, very early days. And she had been at a workshop at the Highlander Center. And when she came back, she went into one of the hollers, Artesian Well Holler, and listened, and had been working in the camps and hollers all along. And that's when she wrote the song. She was still a Glen Mary sister, but soon we became the Federation of Communities in Service. And that was because we thought we were answering the call of Vatican II and changed our organization so that we were less controlled in an authoritarian way, and that our missions were self-managed in some ways. And we wanted to change our clothes. We didn't want to wear a long habit up in the hollers, and that was a big deal. So then we became the Federation of Communities in Service to continue our work in Appalachia. And I can't say that I was very involved. I was very involved in CORA and in the Council of Southern Mountains and the Appalachian Volunteers, but I wasn't that involved in the Catholic Committee on Appalachia. I married and became part of a farm community in Scott County, which is also in Southwest Virginia. And before that, I was the first coordinator of the Office of Appalachian Ministry in the Diocese of Wheeling. And here's another connection. Anthony Flacavento came into the region as by that time they called him the director of the Peace and Justice Office for the Diocese of Richmond, which Wheeling became. Wheeling, West Virginia, had Southwest Virginia counties within its structure. So so that's how Anthony came into the region, and he has made a big difference. The other thing I wanted to say was this is a reconnection for me with the Catholic Committee in Appalachia, and I really appreciated Ched Meyer's presentation at that first day, because it reminded me of the group that I'm part of in Scott County. It's called the River Farm, and we're a cooperative group, but we didn't want to be an enclave. We started in '72. So we were very much part of that community of Dungannon. And we did the things that Ched Myers mentioned. We brought out the settlement history, which was by a Catholic, Patrick Hagan, for which this church, St. Patrick's, was named for, who got the land through his uncle who purchased it for, nothing. And so the Catholics were very much, and the Catholic Church was very much part of the settlement history and of controlling that land. It also made a contribution at the same time. So, and then we also very much were involved with the early history of the indigenous people and the local people. So I was very much affirmed by Ted Meyer's talk, and I want to continue more in pursuing that. So I'm glad to be part of this group, a little bit back into the Catholic Committee on Appalachia, and it's good to see all of you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
It's a blessing to have you with us.